So make a lot of noise as we welcome to the stage, Tim Lasada!
Hey folks.
Hey Tim.
Bit of call and reply. My name is Tim, and since we're all making confessions tonight, my confession is I'm a workaholic. I'm obsessed with work. I'm obsessed with productivity. I'm obsessed with self-help books. I read self-help books to get better at reading self-help books. My alarm clock is just like Sheila Wolf screaming, "Just do it! Just wake up!" That's why you haven't seen Sheila in the movies recently. It's because he's in a cage opposite my bed. It's his latest art installation piece. It's not a joke. Look, I'm obsessed with work, and I don't think I'm alone. I think a lot of us are. Where a lot of us are working like harder than ever. And I don't think it's like we want to do that, but we live in a society where, if you're not working hard, if you're not being productive, if you're not suffering, you're a bad person. You're a slacker. You're a leaner. And this culture's like possessed every aspect of our lives. Even when we're trying to have fun, it's like we've got to work hard at having fun. It's Monday and you're having that conversation with your colleague about what you did on the weekend, and then suddenly that conversation transforms into like this intense competition to prove who had the most fun on their weekend. It's like, "Oh, Dave, what'd you get up to on the weekend?" And it's like, "Oh, mate, I had a hectic weekend. It was like fucking paragliding over the Ganges River. And then I paraglided into the river. And then I got out my inflatable raft and I started water rafting. Oh shit. And then this fucking shark pops out of nowhere. I'm like, "Oh fuck, there's a shark." And the shark's like, "Oh no mate, I'm a vegetarian, no worries." And I'm like, "Oh sweet." And then we get talking, and I work out the shark's name is Dave too. Oh, what a coincidence! We become best friends, and then Dave lets me ride him, Dave the shark, and then he shows me his best place to watch the sunset, and then we watch the sunset together. And that was just Saturday. What did you do on your weekend, huh? So, we've got to this stage where, even having fun has become work. We live in a society where, if you live in a society where your worth is determined by how much capital you can create, the worst thing you can do, the absolute mortal sin, is to do nothing. You've got nobody out there who's bragging about doing nothing. There's nobody "Oh, Barry, what'd you do last night?" "Oh, mate, I had a fucking killer night. I just, sat on my chair, and breathed. Just did a lot of breathing. In and out, and then in again, and then out again. Fuck, I just did that for a long time. Nobody's posting pictures on Instagram, filtered photos on Instagram about them breathing with an inspirational caption "You'll achieve the life of your dreams if you just breathe." That's technically true though, because probably step one to achieving the life of your dreams is breathing. Nobody's doing a Snapchat story and then just going. And they're probably, to be real, they're probably not doing that because it's fucking creepy. Yeah, so look, I think a lot of us, feel this enormous pressure to work hard, to achieve things, and I think that makes us quite sad. Almost half of all Australians will have a mental illness over their lifetime. But we don't need statistics to tell us that. Like, we see that in our lives all the time. For example, like a lot of Melburnians, I'm walking down the street just before 9 a.m. in the city, trying to get to work. If you've ever done this, you know that is like the fucking Hunger Games, you know? Every second person I meet on the street looks like they want to stab me. Just like, get out their Nike card and shove me. There's something about walking in the city during peak hour that like transforms you into something else. You become like a transformer. And folks, I'm not talking about Optimus Prime here. Like, I'm talking about Megatron. You could be like the most, placid, calm, carefree office accountant. But as soon as you step off the tram, your foot hits the pavement, you transform into like this WWE pro wrestler. You see this like slow walker, bam, you fucking shove him out of the way. Yeah! It's like you're going to the Hulk. You see someone trying to hand you a pamphlet, and bam, you headbutt them. You just fucking headbutt them. Just trying to hand you a 2-for-1 pizza special. Because you've got to get to work, you've got to be on time to this job that you hate. You're looking down the street and you see like this 18-month-old baby like waddling towards you, screaming like, "Get out of the fucking way! You're late for work! I'm for daycare!" I was that baby. Stressed out from day one with the need to be productive. I've never taken drugs. I've never felt the need to do so. I'm high on capitalism. Who needs drugs to like artificially induce a sense of energy and alertness when stress and anxiety do it for me? So walking in the street, down the street, that's one example of how our system just makes us sad. I think another great example is public transport. Whenever I'm on public transport, it feels like I'm in like a Miss Universe competition. But instead of, a competition to see who best adheres to artificial patriarchal beauty standards, people on public transport are like competing to see who like most looks like they're, dying inside. Like who most looks like they're just like slowly shitting out their intestines. Being on public transport is like everybody's going to the same fancy dress party where the theme is like Dementors from Harry Potter. And it doesn't matter what public transport you go on, it's like all the same. Let's take trams for example. Guaranteed, people organise themselves. Doesn't matter what tram you're on, people organise themselves in a similar way. Guaranteed that the first third of a tram is just like people staring into the distance doing nothing. And like they're literally doing nothing. Their heart is stopped, there's no blood flowing. They're like basically dead for the 30 minutes of their tram ride. Another third of the tram, they've got like headphones in. Most of them are listening to music. You've got a couple of them who are like listening to a Tony Robbins podcast, like Tony Robbins just shouting at them about like how all their problems are their own fault, and if they just worked harder, believed in themselves, got 5 hours less sleep, and inherited $10 million from their dead rich uncle, all their problems would be gone. And the last third of the tram is like people on Facebook. People on Facebook like hating posts. We've all done this because we live in a society that convinces us that we're in a zero-sum game. That someone else's success has to come at our expense. And so we've all done this where you see maybe this beautiful photo of a good friend who's just got engaged, and you like the photo, but you like it in a way that's like, oh wow, congrats on getting engaged. But fuck you for showing how much better at relationships and adulting you are than me. But wow, congrats. I'm really looking forward to the wedding. Facebook needs to create a new reaction that's like halfway between a like reaction and an angry reaction, something like this. some free advice, some free consulting to Mr. Zuckerberg out there. Seems like you need it right now. But look, I don't think this unhappiness is sustainable. I think that there's going to come a point, and I think we're probably right there now, where we're just going to collectively break as a society. And so I spent a bit of time, thinking that, just in the shower, etc., thinking about what does this better society look like? What is a society that, recognises the inherent worth of everybody? What does that look like? And I think it's probably just like the opposite of what we've got now. And so, I spent some time thinking about what would a tram ride look like in that ideal society. And again, it's probably the opposite of what a tram ride is right now, which is basically like a whole bunch of stressed out, overworked, anxious, angry, individualistic people in a rectangle. And I think the opposite of that would be like a tram ride where everybody is just having lots and lots and lots of sex. Everybody's just fucking. Left, right, centre. There is a lot of fucking going on. In this ideal tram, there are no seats. It's just lots of beds, curious beds, where there's this tram orgy going on. And in the society of the future, this ideal society, we've got a balance between people and planet. So we're not being exclusive about the tram sex. It's not just the humans. You've got animals involved as well. You go on this ideal tram, and over in the corner there are a couple of emperor penguins getting it on, having a good time. But look, I get it. That's probably not everyone's, can of beans or whatever the phrase is. Not everybody is into public tram sex just before work. So only half of these ideal trams would be, luxurious, consensual sex. Other half would be, how trains have a quiet carriage. The other half would be like that. You got one half that's lots of people just having lots of fucking sex, and the other part would be platonic sex. Lots of people just spooning. Over the last sort of 5 minutes, I think we found the answer, folks. It's tram orgies. All of our problems. I've been Tim Lacerda, you've been excellent.